Hello, this is Dr. Bartosh of Proactive Wellness and Injury Center, and what I'd like to do is to present to you the first of a few videos where we're going to be focusing on some of the over 3,000 food additives that have been introduced to our food supply. And in these in particular that we're going to talk about, these are the ones that literally, and I'm not kidding when I say this, they literally are brain killers. These additives, when ingested, will actually destroy the cells of the brain. So without any further ado, the first one that we want to look at is what's known as MSG, or monosodium glutamate. Now, the food industry is very, very clever, knowing that the public is becoming more and more educated. So as in order to skirt the issue, you're going to see this when you read the labels, and I suggest that you do. You're going to see that you may not see MSG typically on the label. However, it is known by other names, some of which are hydrolyzed protein, vegetable protein, soy protein isolate, soy protein concentrate, and may I say right here that most products with soy in them, I would suggest that you not ingest, that you not partake of, because we find that soy is the most genetically modified food that we are ingesting today. And genetically modified means that it has been chemically altered to the point where in the body, having not changed since the day it was created, it cannot assimilate or break these down. Therefore, these are recognized by the body as a toxin. So going on with that, the MSG is also known as, very clever here, natural flavorings. Natural flavorings, also autolyzed yeast extract, and one of the most notorious of all the culprits are bouillon cubes. You know those little cubes that you use to add flavor to the water, to the soup or whatever, or to the broth? The MSG is a flavoring that's added to the bouillon cubes. Now, what this MSG does, literally, it's called an excitotoxin. So we're going to understand that for a moment. We're going to break this word down, excitotoxin. First, I want to direct your attention to this portion of the word, the suffix. It's a toxin. That means it is damaging to the body. That means it's a poison. That means the body does not want to receive this or have anything to do with it. The first part of the word, though, is excito. Excito means that it stimulates. It aggravates, accentuates, it stimulates the cell that it is affecting. In this case, it is affecting the brain cell. What MSG literally does, it stimulates the brain cells until they absolutely positively die. They never shut down, they never shut off. They continue to fire and fire and fire until there's nothing left to them, and that brain cell is killed by this MSG. Understand that this is what we're doing on a daily basis, many of us repeatedly, over and over and over again. So when we realize this, we also see that the results of what we're doing is it's usually not instant, but it's progressive over time, for why we have all of these different diseases that we're now experiencing. And it's interesting to note that just a few years ago, when people were surveyed, the number one fear of most people over the age of 40 was developing cancer. It's interesting to note now that as recent as 2007, the population was surveyed, those 40 years and over, and the number one fear is developing Alzheimer's. And it's, well, it should be, because of what we're seeing now in our society and what people are ingesting. And look, the question now to answer is that what can I do about it? And some of you may not watch any of the other videos that we may have. So realizing that, let me tell you what you can do. First and foremost, begin to read the labels of the foods that you're getting. Realize that especially in the packaged foods, the canned, the boxed, and the bagged foods, those foods that are processed, they're going to be enhanced with flavorings, in particular the MSG. Look over and familiarize yourself with these other names, and if you see them on the label, then just put the food product down, or whatever you want to call it. Put it down and go to something that's fresh and natural to replace it. And another thing that you can do and the most important of which is cellular detoxification. Now, don't be fooled. Detoxification is a very popular term today amongst our populace, and everybody is on the detox bandwagon, so to speak. But the point of this is, the truth is, if you do not detoxify the body on a cellular level, then you will never have the opportunity to reach the full potential that your body has. That means that you'll never get healthy, or you'll never become as healthy as you possibly can be without cellular detoxification, because the health of the body is determined by the health of the cells that make it up. Well, I hope that this information has been of benefit to you. Remember, as we've said before, that one of the most impactful steps that you can take in promoting and maintaining your health is to remain proactive. And for those of you who might want to find out more about this, you can certainly contact us, our office, through our website on the World Wide Web at pro-activewellness.com. That's pro followed by a hyphen, activewellness.com, or contact our office at area code 217-431-2010. That's area code 217-431-2010. We're here to help you in any way that we possibly can. And until the next time, as always, God bless.